Every place you chose for us to go today in the video is closed.
I called them yesterday and they said, yes, we're open. What are we going to do then? Nothing. Why do they close? Don't they know that the Mook is coming? They're supposed to be open. The Mook and the Marc. We are going there. Is that why they close? I'm sad.
Okay, time for you to get your punishment. Come on.
What?
You know where your punishment is. Get in your punishment room.
They close. Don't, no. Don't do that to me, please.
So I got an Instagram message from the woman who attacked me, as you know, and she wanted to come to a solution where we didn't have to go to court. And I thought that's really mature of her. So her solution is for her attacking me 2 times, her breaking my phone, her going into the water and standing on my phone, and then rubbing it into the cement. Her negotiation is that I just let it go.
What?
Yeah, I just drop all charges and let it go.
What?
Yeah.
Did you really drop all the charges?
No, but that's what she wanted me to do.
Oh, okay.
She asked me if I was willing to negotiate. We'll drop all charges and just be grateful that we're in Thailand. So she thinks that the case is her and me going to court to fight each other. That's not what's happening. But she doesn't know that. And I don't know why she doesn't know that. She just maybe hasn't talked with the translator or something wasn't clear. But in her mind, we're fighting each other. So from her perspective, she's the victim. And I have to admit that her reaching out to me was pretty mature and pretty cool. I give her respect for that. She handled it well. She was very kind. I shouldn't say that. She was very reasonable on the phone. I shouldn't say that either. She wasn't reasonable. She was very polite and cordial in her messaging me. And I do respect that. It has made me rethink how I want to proceed from here in terms of putting up a video that has her in it. So yeah, everything is going to be totally censored. Anyway, give me that back. Today, we got to do something fun. Do you know why? Because I'm leaving. Are you going to be sad?
No, I'm so happy right now. Marc is finally leaving Thailand. Yay! Bye-bye. Nobody's going to manipulating me anymore. Yay!
Okay, so we had a day of fun stuff planned. I asked Mook yesterday to get a list of stuff we could do for a video, and she gave me a list of all kinds of stuff, and all of it's closed.
They said open. Did you trick me? Did you mess with me? Open.
What?
Marc, you put me in the bathtub for nothing. Now
I'm
it's your turn to
manipulating
go into the water. Give it to me. Go inside the bathtub. Go inside the bathtub. Bye. Punishment area. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now it's Mook vlogging, not Marc anymore because here is pushing in there. Welcome to Mook vlogging. Don't get out of my vlog. I don't want you in my
Mook
vlog.
vlog. The Mook show.
So right now we are going to one of the most famous street food in Bangkok, which is Raan Jay Fai. They are famous for having crab omelette, which Marc really want to go, but for me it's just so it's crab omelette, and I think it's kind of too expensive. It's overpriced, like 1,000 for omelette.
This street food place is Michelin starred, and usually you have to have a reservation of 2 to 3 months to get in. We called them today to see if we can get in at all, and they're like, yeah, there's no reservations, there's no customers, it's COVID. The one cool thing about COVID, all the best Michelin starred places, you can just go. All the best restaurants, there's no line.
Do you know what time is it?
What time?
Adventure time! We are going on an adventure today. It's gonna be fun. Whoa, we just went through the red light. Jay Fai restaurant.
We're gonna do the omelet, please. Omelet? Yeah. Pork, pad, crop, pao. White people level. So medium, mild. So this place has a Michelin star. The woman in there wears these big black goggles, kind of hard to see her. And her kitchen is outdoors. All this billowing black smoke. I don't want to get too close to her. I want to let her do her thing and work her magic. So we got this giant crab omelet, which is an omelet stuffed with crab and some kind of chili dish. So we'll see how that is. I have to be really careful filming today because COVID cases here in Thailand are spiking really high. We're almost at 3,000 cases a day now. And one of the big problems with that is they're starting to lock down even stronger than they were locking down before. So the hotel pool that I'm at is closing, museums are closing, public parks are closing. So this is, I think, the strongest lockdown that we've ever seen here in Thailand. Today is sort of like the last day that Mook and I will get to spend together because I will be leaving Thailand very shortly, in just a few days. So I figured in the day that I had left with Mook here, we would go out and do some fun stuff. So the first thing is the Michelin star restaurant, and then I don't know what's next after that. Right now in Thailand, it's like 90 degrees. It's so hot right now. Wow. And there's the omelet. Captain crab? Crab omelet. So big. So this is about 900 to 1,000 baht for this thing. That's about 30 US dollars for an omelet. But to be fair, it is stuffed with lots of crab. You can see it too. So anyway, let's cut into this. It's like 90% crab and 1% egg. I actually don't like omelets very much, but I'm a huge fan of crab. So this definitely hits the spot. Let's give it a try. Okay. Yeah, that's insane. There must be 5 crabs worth of crab meat in here. Super tasty, super fresh, no fishy taste at all. That is awesome. There's a natural sweetness of the crab. The egg is rich and umami, savory. The outside of it, super crispy. It's almost like a Cheeto texture on the outside because it's so crunchy. That corn crispy crunch. And that just comes from the oil in the wok. The other thing is, in Asia, people use woks that have way higher temperature than in America. American stoves in restaurants don't have a high BTU. They cook at lower temperatures. So here in Thailand and Asia in general, the woks get way hotter. The end result of that is when you cook anything in one of these extremely high BTU woks, the end result always has a smoky, rich depth of flavor that comes to it that you really only get in Asian cuisine with hot woks. This has it. The outside of it just has this caramelized, smoky, almost barbecue-like texture and taste to it. Definitely worth the Michelin star. And then over here, how do you pronounce this? Pad krapao. It's fried basil, fried chili, garlic, and pork. Now, if she asked me how spicy I want it, I said I want it at white people level. So hopefully it's not too hot. Normally I love spicy food, but it's still early in the day. I don't want to eat really spicy right now. I want to take it easy, so let's give this a try. If you look really close, you can see there's this black on it. That's caramelization from the sugars. That's from the high heat of the pan. That's giving it that nice browning. The spice level is perfect for me right now. Very tender. You know, a lot of times you'll get fried pork, Asian fried pork, and it's really chewy and kind of rough. This is silky smooth. It's almost like eating a tenderloin from a steak. The other thing I like about this is a lot of times Thai food, especially stir fry, will be really sweet. They put tons of sugar on it. This is not like that. You can actually taste the meat. You can taste the food.
White people friendly.
White people friendly. All right, Mook, I know you want to try.
This is my turn to try the food. I'm excited. It looks so good. I told Mark I don't want to be here because I know the food's gonna be overpriced, but let's see. I love it. I think this is the best omelette, the best crab omelette I ever have in my entire life. Let's move on to the Pad Krapao Mook. So I'm Thai, but I also don't eat spicy. So let me try the white people level of spicy and see if it's too spicy for me or not.
So good, right?
It's like I don't need to chew the pork at all. I can just like use my tongue to mush it. It's like so tender, spicy.
This is without a doubt the best street food I've had in Thailand, period. But the thing is, it's expensive. The price is worth it. Like, it's not overpriced at all. This is exactly what it should cost. Food is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. There's so much crab in there. It should be a crime to have that much crab in one place. It's like the crab holocaust. All right, maybe I shouldn't make those jokes.
Every time from now on I have omelette, I will think about you. I will think about this place. I will think about the good time we had together at this place.
Was perfect. I would literally change nothing about it. I'm sweating, it's 90 degrees here, and even that is perfect. I wouldn't change it because a real Thai place, a real Thai street food place doesn't have AC. Easily the best meal I've had in Thailand ever.
I need some ice cream in my life. I need ice cream in my blood right now. I love this place so much. Thank you for taking me here, Mark.
Okay, pay me back now. Mook, where are you going?
Oh. We are going to... Where are we going actually? You booked the Grab. Where are we going?
Jing Jing.
Jing Jing ice cream. Because both me and Mark need to get some ice cream after we have food.
So Forrest said that the place we just went to, he went there too. And he thought it was overrated.
I disagree.
Okay, Forrest, I don't know what ambrosia from the gods you're eating, but that place is not overrated. That place is A+, underrated. Now I'm going to harass you and leave bad comments on your channel and unfriend you on Facebook. We're not even friends on Facebook, so I'm one step ahead of the curve. Jing Jing.
Push harder. Push harder. Right harder.
Boop. Normal temperature. So let's see, matcha, coconut jing jing, salah.
I like it.
Get the blueberry.
Okay.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. That's Thai word. Blueberry.
Yeah, the cat is upstairs. I don't like cats.
Well, I don't care what you like or not like. I like that. Mine is so much better than yours. But I'll be kind and share some of mine with you. If you let me steal some of yours. I feel like I'm the winner this time because you always order the food, and when the food comes, yours always look better than my food, and my food is always like Mook food. But this time I'm the winner because it's so much better, really better. I give it 1 Michelin star. But the restaurant we went to earlier, I give that restaurant like 3 Michelin star. They deserve all the Michelin. Highly recommend.
I'm thinking about how the police officer who showed up to a scene, an adult man was kicking a girl in the head. Another girl took out a knife and raised up to stab another girl to death. And the police officer correctly fired his weapon at her and killed her and saved the other girl's life. And it's almost like a parody from The Onion. Like, listen to this headline. Hero police officer saves black woman's life. Black Lives Matter, riots ensue. What? It makes no sense. The guy saved the life of a young black woman from being stabbed to death, and people are going out to riot. In my opinion, the people going out to riot this are literally psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists. And I think a vast majority of uneducated Americans who are manipulated and tricked by the radical left, by hate groups like Black Lives Matter, are tricked into becoming sociopaths. They lose their ability to feel empathy for other people, except for people within their ideological group, their ideological frame. Anyone outside of that group, they have no cognitive ability to process what happened. I'll give a good example of this. I don't want to say his name because he was one of my closest friends for years. We went through a lot of things together. I'll just call him A. A is a nice guy. But A has over the years become really consumed and trapped by the radical left. And I posted on my Facebook about the police officer who shot the young girl and saved the other girl's life from being stabbed to death. And I said, anyone who's going out to protest this is a literal psychopath and sociopath. Because you are. You absolutely are. If you protest a police officer who's trained to do the right thing, saving someone's life. And he responded to it and said, well, this for me doesn't sit so well because how many examples are there of white mass shooters that kill 20 people in a synagogue and walk out and police don't shoot him. They arrest him peacefully. But one girl who's underage, who's 15, who has a knife, immediately she gets shot. First off, let's say everything with that narrative was true, which it's not. But let's say that that narrative is accurate. How is that relevant at all? If a girl has a knife and in front of a police officer reaches up to stab another person to death, the policeman has a moral obligation to fire his weapon, not a taser, fire his gun at that target. If you believe all cops are racist or other cops are racist, how does that change it? Even if that cop that shot that 15-year-old girl was 100% racist, it doesn't matter because the result of it was what was supposed to happen. As a man, if you acted everything you thought, then every woman on planet Earth would be constantly sexually assaulted every day, every minute. Because you see an attractive girl walking down the street, you would just act on what you think. Just because you have thoughts doesn't necessarily mean those thoughts manifest into your actions. Obviously, this is kindergarten. This is level 101. But the point is, even if that cop was racist, which there's no evidence that he was, he still did the right thing. You might be saying too, well, why didn't he fire a taser? The reason you can't do a taser is because if someone has a knife and they are going to stab someone to death, with a taser, you have one shot. You have one bullet. When someone is running and moving constantly and moving quickly and trying to stab someone to death, and you have one shot, if you miss that one shot, then the innocent person dies and it's on your head. If you have a weapon and you are attempting to kill someone, you forfeit your life, your right to life. That's it. Kyle Rittenhouse, same thing. And that's a whole, trust me guys, I'm gonna do a whole video about Kyle Rittenhouse because that is a giant topic and a contentious one, I understand that. And one that's not so black and white. But this police officer is a black and white case. The police officer did the right thing. The fact that the girl was black means nothing. The girl's life he saved was black, and that means nothing. The police officer was white, and that means nothing. None of that is relevant whatsoever. In fact, can you imagine if the girl who was going to die, getting stabbed to death, was white? What the news articles would say? White police officer shoots underage black girl with gun 6 times who's assaulting a white girl. Like, dude, that would cause riots that would destroy the entire country. And in this case, he was saving the life of a black girl, but it still doesn't matter because the aggressor was black. Anyway, the whole thing is sick. The whole thing is twisted. I feel really upset about all of the reaction of people I care about. Like, A, he's never gonna see this video. He might, but he's never gonna see this video. But he is a good person. But what kind of ideas need to manipulate you and need to trick you and need to warp your perspective on reality that when a cop saves someone's life, it offends you? We can do better than that. All right, anyway, back to happy fun ice cream time. So we're gonna enjoy our ice cream. We're gonna go to a tea shop. I didn't expect to talk about anything, by the way. We're just sitting down. She picked up the camera.
I thought you looked good when you were thinking, so I just thought, okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Oh, you're trying to take a picture. Well, anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on everything.
Ice cream.
We talk.
Can I keep it? I will never take it back. You can go back to America and I'll keep this. Okay, deal.
We're back at the Peace Oriental Tea House.
Yes, your favorite tea place. And it's going to be the last time you're here in Thailand, right? I'm kidding. I'm gonna be sad when you're gone for like a couple days. And after that, I'll be like, yay. No longer Mark and David here. Thailand is so much better.
I like it here. I'm really into tea and tea culture. I know it's nerdy, it's my thing that I'm into. Whatever. People have weird fetishes, this is mine.
I did it.
That one is the pineapple cake. Pineapple.
Pineapple with cake. Tastes like pineapple.
Well guys, my time in Thailand has come to an end. Now I'll be heading back to America, where I'll be making videos with David in California. Thinking about South America after that. Mook, nice knowing you.
It was nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. So, more adventures to come. I just want to thank you guys for being a part of my journey over the past month. My channel has really shifted and changed a lot since I've come to Thailand, and I want to thank you guys for staying with me here and watching my videos. Got some final drone shots of Thailand here at the park. Now, when I go back, there's still a bunch of videos left for me to do. I started a video here called 10 Things I Learned in My 20s, so I'll finish that. And I also have the video where I was assaulted that I'll do something with. But overall, what are my thoughts about Thailand? Good. It's a good place. It's an easy place to live. I think if you want to come to Thailand, you should wait until COVID stuff calms down. They're shutting down the city even more now. I'm excited to move on and see more of the world, but I'll be back in Thailand pretty soon, probably a couple months later. I know that a lot of you guys watching love Thailand and want to see more content here in Thailand, more Bangkok videos, and I want to come back too. It's just an easy, good place to live. Say bye, Mook.
Bye bye.
Do you have any final thoughts? This is the last time we make a video together.
Yeah, this is going to be the last time of me and Marc in his channel. But I'm going to start my channel soon, so stop watching his channel and come follow my channel. Yay!
Good point. Mook is going to be starting her own YouTube channel, so I will post that in the description below. Once her channel is up, she's going to be starting it soon, and that'll be really fun, so you can check it out. By the way, I'm just joking. This isn't the last video that I'm doing with Mook. It's just I am leaving Thailand for a couple months, and I'll be back, so you won't see her for a few months, in my channel at least, but I will be back. Isn't that the same guy that just went by before? Oh, is this a loop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm in a cartoon where the background is repeating.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain.